Hello, I'm Teresa and I'm Operations and Systems Manager in Dynamite Lifestyle. I I am a mum to two girls and I'm now grandmother to a little baby Rosie. I was just normal, working 9 to 5, just doing all the things that you do, going through life, just trudging along every day, working, holidays, weekends. Not very much enjoyment in life. Felt I was doing everything to keep up with the Joneses sort of thing, so putting ourselves under pressure to buy the things that you thought you were supposed to buy to look like how you thought you were supposed to look like, but not actually enjoying anything too much. We always liked to have a nice car, but again I think that was more something from previously where you felt like that was you proving yourself, like that you'd made it because you had a nice car and a nice house. But wasn't actually fulfilled from the inside. The reason I actually reached out and came across Kim was through another client who was helping me with some gratitude through a difficult time. We were gratitude buddies. He was helping me through a difficult time with my daughter who had left home and we weren't on speaking terms and it wasn't nice at all. And it was very much, I heard Kim for the first time and I just thought, there's something in this. I had read The Secret about 17 years ago and I had heard of Bob Proctor obviously previously, and that was my Bible through another very difficult time. So I knew whenever the girl had said to me about gratitude and support and helping me through a time when I was in a very low place, I was suicidal, that name and the relationship with Bob definitely was something that I knew that it had come to me at the right time. I only had a personal goal at that time. I didn't have a professional goal. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew what I didn't want to do. I'd been doing it for 20 years. My personal goal was for my daughter to be home and safe because she wasn't in a good relationship and I couldn't do anything about that. She also has a critical illness from the age of 12 and I had basically devoted all that time to fundraising and research to find a cure for the multiple sclerosis that she has, and I just felt that was all thrown back at me. I felt I had no purpose anymore. I'd done so much to protect her and help her through all of that as a family, and then for her to walk away and not speak to us and just made a boy that turned her against us, wasn't a nice place to be. So my personal goal was for Melissa to come home and be safe. But I was so afraid that even by saying that out loud at the time, that I was equally as controlling as he was, because I wanted her home again. So it took a lot for me to figure that out. But that was my only personal goal. I didn't want anything else. I didn't realise that you could have so much more either. I didn't know I was worthy of anything other than what I had at that moment in time. Because I had a good, it was good. It wasn't that I had a bad life. I had no bad upbringing and, nothing at all. It was just the hurt and the anger and disappointment. Felt I was no good as a mum, that I'd messed it up. And I always use the law of polarity and I use what I don't like or what I'm not happy with to change my life now. So I identified that very, very quickly that I wasn't happy as the team leader in the role I was in. I really wasn't happy, and it didn't take me very long to reduce those hours to part-time. I didn't know what I was making space for at the time, but I just knew that I wasn't happy and I needed to just pull back a bit. I wasn't in a good place anyway, so working in an environment you're not happy in just wasn't helping. I've now used that to Emma was the girl that obviously I had my first initial call with Dynamite Lifestyle, and once I spoke to Emma, I built up a very strong friendship very, very quickly, and that relationship with Emma and confiding in her eventually to say I want to work with Dynamite Lifestyle, and volunteered her my admin assistance and that's what I now looking back and joining the dots, I can see that was me. I was making this space to allow myself to do that. What have I learned from joining Dynamite Lifestyle? So much, so much, that literally anything that you can think of or that you write down you can have it. And it's not easy, as in it's not going to happen straight away and it's not handed to you. You need to work on your mindset and you need to work on what you're doing. But 1,000,000%, if you do something with the right intention and out of love for what you do and for yourself and for the team that you're working with, you will get the results. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. It's hard to put into words. And just so you feel fulfilled, you're happy. I go above and beyond. Kim has said to me, like, you're obsessed with your job. My husband says to me all the time, like, Trace, just take time out. But because I love what I do and I love serving the team, our clients. Kim, my biggest win last quarter was that Kim had something that she wanted on her desk when she wants it on her desk. And that is my job, that is my role, to make sure that the systems and processes are in place. And that gratitude from Kim, that's all I need. It's not about the money. Well, obviously everything you like to be rewarded for, but for me, that gratification from somebody who appreciates you. I've never worked in an environment like that before, where you're truly appreciated for what you do, but because you're doing it with the right intentions. I have actually smashed quite a lot of my goals when I come in. So Melissa was the first goal, and I have my daughter home. And I shared this with the team this morning. I very much thought there might have been a bit of luck involved in that. She was going to come home anyway, or the relationship wasn't going to work out, or she would have come home. And then the second goal was to buy myself my dream car. And that was another very difficult one, because people, who does she think she is? And look at her in her big fancy car, and what does her husband do, and how does she afford that? And I was very much, it took me a lot to feel that I deserved what we had worked for. Then another goal then was to buy my husband his dream car, and I was able to do that whenever I became permanent with Dynamic Lifestyle, and I actually knew I had a proper job again. And to be able to do that, like, again, I'm always doing things for other people, and I get so much back from that. And only last Friday we bought our dream home, and we have a beautiful house with loads of space for Melissa and my other daughter Kira, and obviously baby Rosie. They have their own bedroom. I have my own home office, and to be able to do the things that you only ever dreamt of, but in such a short space of time, like 2 years. So I'm very much in a place now. What's next? How can you go bigger than your dream home, your dream car, and have your daughter home and safe? But yeah, there's a few things there. But it's going to be more, for me now, I think it's going to be more balancing what I have and having a wee bit of everything. I take on challenges and I sort of go at them. But for me now, it's going to be just enjoy a little bit of everything and not nearly burn yourself out because you're so committed to one goal. Just enjoy life, enjoy spending time with my family, enjoy our new home, do the things I want to do. So I don't feel like I'm going for a big goal, but lots of little goals under the one umbrella.